You're listening to KFOI Radio.
It's Wednesdays with Wilson. Woo-woo!
Hey guys, welcome back to Wednesdays with Wilson. I'm Dylan Doherty.
I'm Jazzy Walker.
I'm Coach Step.
And I'm a 75-year-old smoker.
Yeah, and I'm Mr. Parsons.
Hey, this is it. Where's the pep? Come on. Dylan, I know there were no chocolate donuts. Okay, we're going to have to get over it.
Yeah, what do you have today?
What did we go with there instead?
Brownie Bites at 6:46 a.m.
Do you think
Pepsi.
Yep.
do you think that a non-chocolate donut is going to taste that much different?
Yeah.
Really?
Once again, eating on the show.
The chocolate glazed ones taste better.
The non-chocolate donut has no chocolate. Yeah, obviously, it's going to taste different.
I don't think so.
He has the right idea.
We're
I
ready.
think the topping of a donut tastes the exact same. You just think it tastes different.
What are you even drinking today?
I have
suspicious.
I have some vitamin emergency. I've had a long few days. I'm a little worn down and have not slept very well, so trying to power through. The only reason I'm here today is because of these two's last show and to see my seniors one last time.
Yeah,
And I'm already over them, so
That's the only reason I was here this week. So
yeah.
it's already been an eventful morning. I was walking around the school so fast, my watch kept asking if I was working out. So I don't know if that's a testament to how out of shape I am, my heart rate, but
Oh, so how's your morning been?
it's been terrible. Did anyone else get woken up last night?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Multiple times. Our sirens went
Yes.
off multiple times.
Oh yeah, Buckner's
Yes.
went off twice.
It's just like when it went away, it came back. It was so annoying. It was like the first time I've ever had to think about someone other than me when it comes to tornado warning, because I have a 2-year-old,
Yeah.
And I was like, I took the time to get fully dressed because if a tornado hits me, no one's finding me in my boxers at night in a field. You know what I mean?
That's always one of the big things when it goes on. We have our outfits planned. Like last night, my oldest son had our shoes put in a specific spot, just because I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then it was 10 o'clock and it still had not happened. I had fallen asleep. I was like, yes. All right, we're going to sleep through this.
And our interior bath at my house is like a half bath.
Yeah.
So it was my wife, my son, me, and my dog all in 5 feet. I was literally hurting because the toilet was digging into my ribs. So if I seem a little off, that's probably why. Because I could
You don't
not
have a
fall back
basement?
asleep. No, I don't. I live in a town.
Some houses don't have
Some
basements,
houses
Jazzy.
don't have basements, Jazzy.
And some houses are all basement.
Yeah, I live in a townhome. And of course, once I went back to bed, because it was over at midnight, any thunder or any wind I heard, I was immediately back up oh my gosh, is it back? What about you guys? I had a text from Dylan at midnight
That's
saying, can we talk about the tornado tomorrow?
Let's
Look,
go, Dylan.
I
What do you
gotta
got?
think, about the podcast, right? My experience with the tornado is I sat on an old mattress in my basement for 20 minutes and played Minecraft on my MacBook.
Wow, really?
What else was
concern
I
there.
gonna do?
I slept on the floor.
Of your room or the basement?
Well, my room's in the basement, but my room has windows. And so I kept having to get out of my room and then go to the other room. So I just stayed in the other room, but we have recliners in there. And they're not comfortable to sleep on.
What?
You have to go out of your room to the other room.
Yeah.
What is
There's
that?
2 rooms in the basement. And then there's my room. And then there's my dad's man cave, which is what.
So you're hanging out in the man cave.
Yeah.
Did you have the TV on? Were you at least watching what the
No,
news
because
was?
our power went out.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I don't know. We didn't lose power where I'm located. Coach Shep, did
No.
you lose power?
No.
Buckner Power
But
Grid's still
we
strong.
went downstairs. Chase was prepared as well. Had his computer.
Maybe our audience, all 5 people, would like to know who Chase is.
My son.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
There's
no
not
one
just
knows.
some. There's not just some rando named Chase living in my house.
My evil twin.
Could be Chase Stumful. He
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Friend of the show. Yeah, had his computer screens, had 2 different weather reports up, watching the radar.
Yeah.
So Chase is you, except younger.
Yes. Yeah, identical.
Cool.
But I'm wondering is why you were in the basement in your room anyway.
Yeah, Yeah.
And first of all, the reason you've been relegated to the basement, that's a completely different conversation. But why you had to move from one portion of the basement to another?
Because my room has windows.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't understand.
Like,
It's
my
in the
room-
basement.
Yeah, it has like little like.
Oh, those are fine. If you got sucked through there, it'd be kind of weird, but
It'd be tragic.
So I just slept on the floor.
I'll have to ask our old friend Emma Villar, the show, if Lynn Powell came by her house if there was tornadoes, because he's in the new movie Twisters.
Oh yes, classic. I was obsessed with that movie growing up.
I enjoyed the soundtrack.
Very good movie. Have you seen it, Jazzy? Have you
What?
seen Twister?
The soundtrack to Twister?
Oh yeah,
Dylan.
quite good.
What's gonna be done?
Twister rivals Titanic. You should watch it.
It's a very middle-aged Bill Paxton.
Anyways, hey, by the time this episode airs, you guys will have 1 day of school left.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling? Are you a little nervous now?
No.
Dylan?
I mean, I'm just not really thinking about it.
So you're nervous.
A little.
Oh,
Which part are you nervous about?
Just in general, honestly.
Of what you're going to do with your life?
well, he's
All I know
got
is
that
you
planned
won,
out.
You won
I'm not-
a prize at Decision Day.
I did. I got my Culver's
Yeah.
coupons, and I love that actually.
Okay.
Is that why you ate Culver's?
Yeah, well, that's why I went to get Culver's, but I found out, unfortunately, late that their location locked to the one on Little Blue Parkway. So,
Oh, the worst.
yeah, we ended up having to pay for the State Line Road Culver's, but that's fine.
State Line Road.
Why
Why
We
you over
were driving around by like Waldo. So yeah,
I used to live in Waldo.
there? You did. That fits you so perfectly,
Yes.
actually.
I don't even know what that means.
You frequent the well.
I used to. That was I went to the soft opening of it. It was cool.
The soft opening.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyways.
Do you not know what a soft opening is?
Oh, I know exactly what a soft opening
Why
is.
are you? You're,
Because that's been open forever, so that just really dates
I'm
you.
old.
Yes, very much so.
Jesse, who just texted you?
Marcy Bozeman.
Uh-oh. What'd you do? You're not graduating? You forgot to take your constitution test?
No. It was like congrats on your local scholarship email.
Oh, I couldn't do that
Ooh.
last night. I was very upset. Did you guys go? Were you guys
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
I did. I don't think Dylan was.
I wasn't.
Who do you think is going to be the most successful person out of your class? Like,
Christopher Brown.
really? My nemesis.
Sophia Bell.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah?
Not even in my class. I'm obviously a grown adult, but I just feel like she's gonna be really successful. Maybe go to the Olympics.
You know, I've tried to get her in her NLI before she went to Auburn and tie it in there, and she refused. Sophia's Snacks. Little tasty treats for on-the-go moments. You got to go from class to gymnastics practice. Here's a Sophia snack. Have her picture on there. It was a great idea. She
Have you-
shot it down.
You guys got to watch her film. If you like didn't even know that we have someone going to a D1 school here for gymnastics, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
insane. We've done a couple stories on her. Next week, I think one's gonna air, so make sure you check it out. Tribal Review Plug.
Wait. I thought after Jazzy and Dylan left, Tribal Review was just going to be gone.
Fade away.
Is it still
Into the
we're still
sunset.
gonna do it?
Listen, Tribal Review has been here since I've been here.
That's true, but I just thought
It'll
with
never
the-
fade.
With the strong concrete foundation of these two.
Wait until you find out that this podcast is going through the end of the year too.
No, it's not, is it? That one kid that remained nameless, he's not coming, right?
Yo, he is.
Oh, mother of God.
It'll be great.
I'm sure.
You
I
guys
can't
will
wait.
match each other's energy perfectly.
Already. What if by the time they join, then we finally get on Spotify? and then all of our corporate sponsors come a running.
It is what it is.
And then the corporate sponsors go back and start listening through like the first season of the show and
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Can we have our money back actually?"
Who is this jazzy person?
A refund, please.
Constantly name dropped all of our products.
Just keeping it real.
You do keep it real, Jazzy. We're gonna miss both of you.
Real sad.
Sad.
Yeah.
Why?
You're just you are kind of sad.
I'm not sad.
You are. You're gonna cry. At what point is she gonna cry, Coach Stepp? What are you going with? Thursday afternoon?
The
senior
I would, yeah, the
picnic?
big senior picnic event. I would
Yeah.
say that's
I
probably.
don't think I don't like crying in front of people.
Yeah.
Like I probably like go and like sit in my car and like,
Just think
This is finally over.
oh, I'm
You-
never gonna go in there again.
you'll never see Emma Crow again.
Unfortunately, they're rooming together at college. So.
I know.
Unfortunately for Emma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's our bets on when your first big fight is?
I don't know.
I'd say within a week.
A week.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys bunking your beds?
Absolutely. If it were up to her, yes.
You gotta try the bunk beds.
Just like Step Brothers.
Why would anyone actually push the bunk beds?
Because it
Like any
Saves a
context?
lot of room.
saves a lot of space
It
in
does.
your room.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
The only thing, if you do like the desk under the bed, that's kind of a, it's kind of a thing you can't.
I'm
do
gonna
with
say I
bunk
kind of
beds.
want to do that. So
Yeah.
The
let's-
power move is to loft both beds.
There
That
you
is
go.
also good. Except if you loft it too high, and you wake up in the middle of the night and your head goes through the ceiling. It's not a good thing.
Sounds like that happened.
It did. Actually, that happened in the summer before I started college when I was working at basketball camp at William Jewell, and I was sleeping on the top, but it was all the way up, and I woke up and hit my head and went through the little ceiling. It was-
These kids have it easy these days. I've looked at so many of their dorm options, and they can get like their beds pre-lofted.
you don't
And
have to do it.
We literally had to buy kits to like screw it together
Yeah.
and like
Allen wrenches and
Yep. Nowadays they come with like metal bed frames that can just loft.
Yeah. Modern technology, it's crazy.
it's the same technology. It's not modern. It was electronic, and you hit a button and it went up and that. Oh man.
It's still pieces of wood and screws.
And
Not
then you
sure
would
how
have,
that's.
So, same thing
more
as
modern
Noah
technology.
used way back when he built an ark.
you would
got that
sell it
going.
back at the end of the year for like half the price.
Remember to sell when you buy your books. Remember to sell it back. When you're broke, when you're
Imagine having to pay
Spring.
for books.
Yeah. In Northwest, you don't have to do that. You just turn them back in.
Yeah, I'm not paying for books.
I understand that paying for books kind of sucks, but that little cash in the springtime when you cash those back in, that always was kind of nice.
Except for when you went in and you had bought a $70 book, and then the professor decided he was gonna change books or buy a new edition or something like that, and then you go back and they say, "Well, yeah, we can give you $4 for that."
Yeah.
Happened to me. My master said, you need 2 of these books this semester. I did not open the books once. And they said it's like
Higher education.
So, like the one you're working on right now,
Oh, I finished up the semester, but yes,
Okay.
they were like, "Hey, you need these books."
the mistake here,
Were you at the University
didn't.
of Phoenix?
I am pursuing my master's at Missouri Western, which is not my first choice, but no one else has a mat with an emphasis in journalism.
Really?
So yeah,
Big shout out to Missouri Western.
Go Griffins!
Do not shout them out.
Another sponsor lost.
See, the mistake there
That's
is that
my
you
fault, though.
you didn't download the PDF. Okay,
so
we're not endorsing piracy.
Anyways, moving on, Dylan. Before we get in trouble with the law on the podcast,
All right.
What are you doing? Man, you're just trying to take us all down. Burn it all down.
You're in broadcasting. You see the little message that's posted like before every movie, video, whatever.
copyright
It's
law.
not
Yeah,
like a
that-
person in this
that
room had
piracy is
thousands
a
of
crime.
illegal songs on Napster.
Oh my gosh! And back in the day, we used to have this little commercial before every DVD played that was like, "You wouldn't steal this. You wouldn't steal that."
I'm sure Coach Stepp still has some DVDs that when he shows up to his class, they. Speaking of showing, when's Far and Away start?
I never watched that.
Oh, I
Yeah, we
guarantee
did.
you did.
No, we did.
See, that just shows how much you were paying attention, Jazzy.
What was it about?
It was about immigration into the United States.
But you don't. How could you forget Joseph? Tom Cruise, a young Tom Cruise, and Nicole Kidman.
No, I don't think we did.
How do you not remember that at all?
We watched Spartacus.
We
For a month and a
yeah,
half.
Spartacus and then Far and Away.
Dylan was in my class at exactly the same time you were,
Yeah.
Jazzy.
Yeah, but we didn't have the same hour.
Okay.
Coach Stepp has taught his class the same way for 22 years.
I'm gonna say, are we just assuming he has a different curriculum every hour? Or
Probably.
No,
No.
it's actually less of curriculum every hour.
He stood on that. He said no.
No, I don't remember watching that.
Okay.
Coach Shep, since you don't know our next two students, is this your last episode as well? Will you show up next week?
No, I can adjust anybody.
What's that?
Okay.
Should we say who the next two people are?
No,
or
they're just gonna
leave it a
show up.
surprise.
They're
Okay.
gonna. They won't show up.
Oh, they
We're
will.
gonna
I've
tell
already-
them it's on
I've
Thursdays.
already
Then it'll
talked to
just
them, they
be
will.
Me and Coach Wilson and Mr. Parsons.
And no one else that's hanging outside the broadcasting room right
What
now
a-
begging to be on the show because Librarian Thompson put something on Instagram that he should be on here. Not to be too specific.
Not at all. I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
Well, here we go. Last words. What do you got, Dylan?
I got nothing. I mean, honestly, there's
Dylan, most people would like to say, I'd like to thank you for this time, Mr. Parsons. We never thought this podcast would happen.
He would never actually thank me
Oh,
for anything.
that's true.
just fake something. Come on. You've seen enough TV shows.
I just want to say thank you to all 5 of our loyal viewers. You guys have mean a lot to me this entire semester. I'm gonna miss you all. And I'm gonna pass the goodbye torch over to Jazzy now.
Go ahead, Jazzy.
It's been fun.
She's going to cry.
No, I'm not. I don't know what to say.
Oh, my God, you guys.
That's Jazzy signing off from the award-winning Wednesdays with Wilson podcast.
It's been fun.
No, your voice will never be heard on this podcast again. And, I mean, after today with you guys, the podcast will never be heard again either. Be burnt down.
What's your word?
My words what? For retirement?
Yeah.
I've loved most of it.
Steph, are you going to be back emergency teaching next season? Next semester?
I don't think so. As of right now, it's not looking like
You're
that.
gonna sub.
I'm probably also not going to sub.
Ooh.
The thing is I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Things are just kind of up in the air right now.
Besides be a golf course.
What's the
Golf course marshal. Or work at Costco.
What's the tops?
I just said golf course marshal and Costco.
Actually,
The Costco, I have to say, does not look unappealing.
cool.
And you would be, like I've said multiple times, a really good and really bad Costco employee.
Why?
Just the judging of people in their carts. And he would suck at, you got to be able to scan that stuff through quick.
Oh, I can throw the stuff through the scanner quick.
But, he would be more of the guy that would be there, like, would you like a box? And they put the box in and then Tetris it up. He'd be terrible at that. You probably suck at Tetris, don't you?
No.
You know what Tetris is?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know how
He's
to
not
operate a
that
pallet
old.
jack?
Yes.
Oh, he looked offended when I said
Yeah,
that. My
he
apologies.
Did look really offended by that.
Yeah, I've operated a pallet jack. I've driven a forklift.
They hand one of those out at orientation, I heard.
A pallet jack?
Yeah, take it home with you.
Sweet.
Yep.
So if you started working at Costco, what job would you want there?
I would not probably want to be on like the registers.
Meat market or meat counter?
I probably wouldn't mind that. Just stock, and really what I would probably be best at is going around telling teenagers what to do.
So you immediately want management.
Yes.
I don't think teenagers work at Costco.
Yeah, they do. Didn't Snodgrass just work at Costco?
I've never, at my Costco's, I've never seen.
Yeah, Alex Snodgrass definitely worked at Costco this
Good job,
year.
Alex.
Yeah, last year, but yeah.
So nothing else. That's it. God, you
That's
guys.
it.
Yeah.
Mr. Parsons, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Years later, it'll just be you and I holding the fort down.
How long do you plan on being here?
I mean, I've got at least 10 years left. Wow. Do you think podcasts will be
God,
gone?
you've been here forever.
11 seasons of fun for the Wednesday
That-
with Wilson podcast.
That just reminds me of that scene where Jerry's visualizing an old Jerry and old Kramer
Yeah.
still hanging out in the apartment.
Yeah. Well, you can't visualize that here because we have no video.
Well, this summer I've got big plans. This whole room's getting changed.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I'll actually
Wait
have
till
to
the
go.
Go. Now that we're leaving,
The
then
classic senior jealousy. Well, every year basketball players. Oh, we didn't get that stuff. Oh, they get that stuff now. We didn't have any of that
Every
stuff.
year.
It's about
They
what you
say
make with
every
it.
year. Well, we didn't do that. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, well, you guys also didn't even have
Cry about
podcast
it. I
equipment
don't know
last
what
year.
to say.
Things change.
Well, you're crying about it right now, Jesse.
I'm not.
Kale, friend of the show, by the way.
Are you gonna ruin that relationship too?
I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
All right. Well, that is the last episode for Dylan Doherty and Jazzy Walker, and Step will be here. So
No, Dylan will probably come up next week.
Stuff will be here for like 2 more episodes.
Thank you guys. You've been
At
wonderful.
least.
sign us off.
Thanks for listening to Wednesdays with Wilson. And we won't see you next week, but you are going to see Wilson, Mr. Parsons, and our 2 new anchors next week. So have
And Steph.
I forgot about that. I literally just said that. Well, have a wonderful hashtag Fort Wednesday, and that's it.
All right. Speed it up. Let's go, Jazzy. What you got?
Bye.
There we go.
All right. Bye, guys.